Horoscopes by 1pkc.io, brought to you by Jeff Helkenberg.
Hello Gemini, this is your horoscope for the week of March 25th, 2019. Now currently the house of Gemini is empty while your ruler, Mercury, remains in Pisces where it is in retrograde. Now chances are you're not going to have great communication this week, or at least you're not probably going to be understood by the people that you would ordinarily be speaking with or to. Now this is a really good week for you to remain silent and gather information. And I know that's somewhat contrary to the ordinary position you take. Ordinarily, you're a great orator, you're very good at communicating, but with that Mercury retrograde and some other things that are going on, it's not going to be a good week for you to try to assume that normal role, because either you're not going to be an effective communicator or your audience is not going to be effective at receiving your message. So if you can, lag back this week, be silent, listen. Now, chances are, if you're going to be willing to listen carefully, you're going to pick up valuable information that's going to help you later in the year. And so that's just the way it's looking right now. That there's probably some data point out there, something that you've missed or not realized. You know, there are known unknowns and unknown unknowns, and chances are there are unknown unknowns to you that you're just not even aware of, that if you're really looking out there and listening carefully and perceiving, you're going to pick that up and it's going to become very important to you. It's going to be the key that unlocks the door to your success later on, or at least it's going to help grease the rails a little bit so there's less resistance to your forward momentum. Now, you might be called upon by a friend this week, someone in need, but make sure you have what it takes to help them before you offer to help them. Otherwise, chances are you're going to be dragged into a situation that it's going to become a problem for you as well. So make sure that if you're willing to go out there and help this friend, that you actually have what they need, because otherwise it's going to become a problem for you too. And so it's kind of like if you're trying to pull someone out of the mud with a car that's not strong enough to do it, and then you end up in the mud, then both cars are in the mud and nobody's winning. So that's the kind of situation you need to look out for, where you don't actually have the tools to help people, but you want to help them. Make sure you don't engage in that kind of behavior, because chances are you're going to get stuck as well. Now, for those of you who know your birth chart positions, here's a rundown of the other planets and our star. Mercury, as you know, is in retrograde in Pisces, where it is joined by Neptune. Venus is in Aquarius. Mars and Uranus are in Taurus. Jupiter is in Sagittarius. Saturn and Pluto are in Capricorn. The moon starts the week in Scorpio, moves through Sagittarius and Capricorn, and will end the week in Aquarius. So again, the message this week, be a good listener, perceive. Chances are you're going to find very important information that will help you later on. And if there is a friend in need, make sure you can actually help them. Otherwise, you're going to be in need as well.
Thank you for listening, and visit 1pkc.io for more great content.